In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 signs of a woman who has a tendency to betray her partner. In a recent survey I conducted, I asked men whether they had ever been betrayed by a woman they were in a relationship with. The results were pretty disheartening. About 3/4 of the men who took the survey said they had been betrayed at least once. That means it's crucial to pay close attention to a woman's behavior in order to minimize the chances of ending up in such a situation. Today, we're going to talk about the signs of this kind of undesirable behavior. The first red flag that deserves your full attention is ongoing communication with an ex. For many of my regular viewers, this might already sound outrageous, and it really is. But surprisingly, some men don't see anything wrong with it. For example, a woman might say that she hasn't had feelings for her ex in a long time and that they're just friends. And our guy actually believes her. Or he might just choose to ignore it if he wasn't able to convince her that this kind of communication is unacceptable. In other words, his attempt to point out her skewed perception of boundaries didn't work. But instead of running for the hills, he stays, hoping that she'll change eventually. In my opinion, that's a terrible idea. If this is happening, it means she doesn't see value in you. So why should you cling to a relationship like that? The second sign of a woman who is likely to betray you is that she's already done it in past relationships. Sometimes, without thinking, she might even tell you about it herself. Of course, she'll make sure to mention that she had very good reasons for doing it. Reasons like, the man she was with treated her badly, didn't give her gifts, or didn't pay enough attention to her. She might say something like, "But you're nothing like him." Don't let yourself be fooled into thinking the same thing won't happen to you. Or maybe she'll say it was a mistake she'll never repeat, that she's completely changed her outlook on life since then. Personally, I wouldn't believe that. She might even sincerely think she's changed. But chances are, time will tell a different story, especially when the right conditions come along. The third sign is emotional-driven behavior combined with revealing clothing. These two traits often go hand in hand. If you see a woman wearing extremely short skirts or dresses with plunging necklines, it's pretty clear that she's trying to attract male attention. The same goes for women who post photos of themselves dressed like that on Instagram. The goal is the same, to get noticed. And when you're in a relationship with a woman like that, there's always a chance that eventually someone will give her that attention. For these types of women, emotions often matter more than logic or reason. So if someone more attractive or wealthier than you slides into her DMs, she might not even think twice about you. That's why I personally would avoid trying to build a serious relationship with a woman who shows this kind of behavior. The fourth sign is a toxic environment. For example, she has girlfriends whose moral standards are extremely low. Their values revolve around living a flashy lifestyle and chasing luxury, not things like loyalty, commitment, or love. If her friends have betrayed men, don't assume she's somehow above doing the same. Think about it. Would you stay close with someone whose beliefs or behavior you found completely wrong or disgusting? More often than not, our friends are a reflection of ourselves, of what we relate to and what we value. Or maybe she has a controlling mother who wrecked her own marriage, or didn't, only because her husband puts up with everything in silence. Growing up in an environment like that, it's unlikely she developed a deep respect for men. She does what she wants simply because she can. And your feelings? If they matter to her at all, it's probably very little. In this kind of situation, betrayal isn't a question of if, it's a question of when. The next sign is that she tends to hide things or flat out lie. And the size of the lie doesn't really matter. It could be something small, or something big, like telling you she stayed late at work when she was actually with someone else. Remember, the small stuff almost always grows into something bigger over time. If she's secretive about little things, It's only a matter of time before she starts hiding something much more serious. I hope this video helps you to make the right decision. See you in the next video.